welcome to WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I am your presenter, Jessica Klein. First on the local scene. The St. Vincent and the Grenadines Hotel and Tourism Association, SVG-HTA, has expressed heartfelt sympathy for those affected by the recent Hurricane Beryl. In response, the SVG-HTA is rolling out a new initiative aimed at aiding recovery efforts by providing job opportunities to those who have lost their jobs due to the storm. Under this program, individuals who have been impacted by the hurricane can apply for current vacancies within SVG HTA member establishments. President Isola Giddings of Grenadine House emphasized a strong support from association members for this initiative. Giddings said, "We are pleased with the overall response and will continue to share available job openings, particularly encouraging applications from those in the Grenadines." The SVG HTA's secretariat is available for more information on current job vacancies. Priority will be given to employees of member businesses severely affected by the hurricane. This program is exclusively for unemployed nationals and legal residents. As part of its mosquito control program, the Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment is advising the general public of the upcoming fogging operations to be carried out by officers within the Insect Vector Control Unit. Fogging operations will commence on Monday, 5th August 2024, in Chateaubelair, Petit-Bodel, and Fitzhughes, in Clare Valley, Camden Park, Bottom Kittels, and Caliaquois. On Tuesday, 6th August 2024, in Park Hill, South Rivers, Connery, Bellevue, and Sandy Bay. On Wednesday, 7th August 2024, Otley Hall, Edinburgh, Cemetery Hill, Rose Place, Rose Hall, and Jamaica. And on Thursday, the 8th of August 2024, in Bible Spring, New Adelphi, Simon, and Owia. Fogging operations on the scheduled days and places will begin at 5:30 p.m. Home and business owners in the named areas are asked to keep their windows and doors open to allow the fog to take effect. Motorists, as well as persons who suffer with any respiratory illnesses, are asked to take the necessary precautionary measures. Residents are also encouraged to prevent the breeding of mosquitoes in their yard and to protect themselves from mosquito bites throughout the day. Still on the local scene, based on the epidemiological data, the number of lab-confirmed cases of dengue fever has exceeded the threshold of the number expected, indicating that there is a dengue fever outbreak in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The Vincentian public is being advised by the Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment to follow and adhere to all basic precautionary measures in efforts to prevent the spread of vector-borne diseases during the summer vacation. The ministry noted that recent weather patterns due to the active hurricane season can create ideal breeding sites for the Aedes aegypti mosquito, which carries dengue fever, Zika, and chick-V. A total 119 dengue fever cases have been recorded so far in 2024 by the Epidemiology Unit of the Health Ministry. 23 of these cases were recorded in June and 82 were recorded in the month of July. To combat further spread of the dengue virus, the Ministry of Health, and by extension, the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, has implemented a number of public health measures. A private company has been contracted to provide additional support to the Vector Control Unit for fogging and source reduction in the southern Grenadines. However, the ministry says it is calling on all homeowners and community groups to search and destroy mosquito breeding sites or those with the potential to become breeding sites in and around your settings. The ministry says it will continue to monitor the situation closely, locally, regionally, and internationally, and will provide updates to the public accordingly. On the regional scene, St. Lucia's Prime Minister Philip Pierre highlighted the critical importance of prioritizing climate finance and taking concrete actions at the COP during the 47th regular meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government of the Caribbean Community, CARICOM. He urged global leaders to secure essential funds to address climate change impacts, especially for small island developing states, SIDS. Pear emphasized that SIDS and the Caribbean community must not compromise on existential threats and underscored the need to maintain the special circumstances of SIDS within the Paris Agreement framework. He pointed out the inadequacy of the current approach in acknowledging these vulnerabilities and called for COP to focus on finance, aiming to secure accessible and sufficient funding for adaptation efforts. He further stressed the importance of grant-based financing to prevent worsening debt burdens and highlighted St. Lucia's collaboration with the Green Climate Fund on National Adaptation Plans (NAPS) as crucial. Additionally, the Prime Minister emphasized the urgent need for a unified debt forgiveness approach, noting the operational challenges of the Loss and Damage Fund. Two Jamaican women were left to nurse gunshot wounds after being attacked by armed men while walking home on Wednesday, 31st July 2024. According to police reports, the two women were walking on the main road in Providence, Castleton, when a white Nissan AD wagon drove up to the pair. Two men exited the vehicle and opened fire at the women before escaping in the waiting vehicle. The women were able to make their way to the Castleton police station and were taken to the Anato Bay Hospital, where they received treatment for the gunshot injuries. Jamaica's Port Maria Criminal Investigative Bureau has launched an investigation into the incident. A motive for the shooting has not yet been established. Finally, on the international scene, millions of residents in northern Nigeria are now under 24-hour curfews due to the nationwide protests against the rising cost of living. Governments in Kano, Jigawa, Yobe, and Katsina have been instructed to stay indoors on Friday, prohibiting them from participating in the protests. Authorities have imposed a curfew, citing the infiltration of hoodlums who are using the protests as a cover to engage in looting and property damage. Security measures have been intensified across the country, with the movement's organizers planning 9 more days of rage. The initial protest in Kano attracted the largest crowds, prompting law enforcement to use live ammunition, tear gas, and water cannons to disperse the demonstrators. Tragically, 3 individuals were shot dead and many others sustained injuries. During the unrest, a warehouse near the Kano governor's residence was raided by looters, leading to the arrest of 269 people and the recovery of various items, including 25-liter groundnut oil cartons. Amnesty International reported that security forces in Nigeria were responsible for the deaths of 13 protesters on the first day of the demonstrations. This has been WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I have been your presenter, Jessica Klein. Join us again at 5:30 p.m. for WEFM's evening news, and we thank you for listening.